Yeah, let me start the meeting, and also let me share my screen. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So folks, welcome to the April 28th weekly SIG Windows meeting. This meeting will be recorded and uploaded to YouTube. So please adhere to CNCF Code of Conduct. Um, e- So yeah, let's. I don't think we have any announcement, and maybe new contributors welcome. Maybe theater. Maybe you give an introduction here.
Uh, yes. So my name is Dieter. So I was in contact with David Baloninis from CNCF since longer time, and we are doing this K2S solution, which is a Kubernetes distribution for Windows hosts. Yeah? And most of our systems, they are using Windows 10 and Windows 11 IoT. Yeah? And because all of the other distributions which we were trying out were not working, we decided to do it ourselves. And this K2S solution was done over multiple years. And now I discussed that we would like to donate to the CNCF because I got also requests from other people working on it. So we would like to donate it. And the Bob Killen from the CNCF told me I should maybe present it here in the SIG Windows group to the people. I'm not sure if it's today or any other time I can present it. So what we did for running Kubernetes in Windows and what features we have, because we have quite a lot of features and for Windows. And I wanted also to get your feedback. And also for the donation, Bob Killen told me that it's good that the SIG Windows group knows about this. Yeah. So yeah. So I'm one of the main maintainers and also taking care of the project. We have multiple people working on that project, and we will for sure work on it for the next years. Yeah. So it's nothing that we want to stop because we need it for different products what we have. Even though our main products, the CT and MR scanners, will also use Kubernetes and using this K2S solution. Yeah.
I know that sounds awesome. Yeah, I wasn't aware of this. I mean, I was familiar with K3S, which I think also supports Windows through Rancher, but I haven't heard of the K2S. If this is getting donated, I think that would be great. I have a question. How does like the bootstrapping work? I think one thing that we've run into a lot in the past was making it easy for folks to be able to like validate changes to the Kubernetes components themselves on Windows. And if there's also a path to do that with K2S, I think that would be fantastic, but definitely not necessary. Um, yeah, I'd be happy to see a demo sometime.
Yeah, so whenever you want, I can show it. Yeah, so it's a special setup because our main systems are Windows 10 and they're switching to Windows 11. Yeah, and we wanted a solution where we can reuse the host as a worker, and we have just a small Linux virtual machine which works as a control plane and as a worker as well. And also, almost all our developers, I know at the CNCF this is not the case, but in our company, everybody has a Windows PC, Windows 11, and they all work with Kubernetes now and using this K2S because it sets up a two-node cluster, Windows and Linux. You can build transparently Windows and Linux containers and you don't need any other license for Windows, for example, in a virtual machine or so. The host is used as a worker, yeah? And that's the specific of it, because we tried many other solutions like RK2 from SUSE, or MicroDICOM, or even OpenShift and other distributions, but they are not meant for such Windows systems. Yeah, they are meant for bigger clusters where you have either a virtualization layer and such things behind, and not really a developer working on a Windows PC, or our products are also Windows PCs, yeah, and they will run more and more containers, and we have developed this solution with a lot of add-ons also, where you can also run different kind of workloads in addition, yeah. So that, but I can show what it is possible in a short demo whenever you want, and you want to get more information. And we are now at the point where I wanted, as the main guy who are responsible for this solution, I wanted to donate it to the CNCF, because with David, we said that's we got from other smaller companies in Germany also requests, because they want to use it, but as long as it is open source at Siemens Healthineers, they don't trust that we don't change the licenses. But if it's under the hood of the CNCF, they would also contribute and so on. So I think that's a win-win for everybody. And if you are interested, as I said, I can show you some of the features, and you can get a picture about it. I shared in the chat the link to it, yeah. But there is much more in behind, because we create a lot of these offline packages, because this solution what we have needs to work in an totally air-gapped environment, yeah, because most 50% of our products, our scanners, work without any internet connection, any network connection to anything else, and it should also work. And for that, we also have all the features there. So on GitHub, we are only allowed, from a legal point of view, to publish the normal source code with the binaries compiled, but not all the packages which you can create, air-gap packages for other setups, which makes the setup of a Kubernetes cluster on a Windows PC very fast, a few minutes, and you have a Kubernetes cluster running. But let me know when I can present that, and I'm happy to do that I show you the things what we did. Yeah, and I think for Windows users, it's very interesting. It should be. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead, Mark.
I was gonna say, yeah, and that's really interesting what you said about the licensing, that even if it's open source, folks are worried that the license is going to change. So yeah, I think more reason to get it into CNCF if you are okay donating that.
Yeah, maybe, I mean, we can continue to discuss on the for demo schedule through the Slack. Maybe for one of the next SIG Windows meeting.
Yes.
Okay. Another high-level question I have is, what will be the general process? What kind of help we can provide from our side for you to donate to CNCF?
No, it's just that we get your feedback, and probably the CNCF Technical Oversight Committee, I think it's called, they will ask you as a group if that's meaningful to be a CNCF project or not. I don't know how these processes work, but this is what the guys told me from the CNCF. They told me that Windows solutions, because the CNCF lacks of people working in this area with Windows, this is very interesting for them, but they wanted your opinion. Yeah, so your opinion from the SIG Windows groups. What is your opinion on this solution? Is it meaningful also to have it as a CNCF incubating project or not? And I think that's about it. That's why I want to present it, so that I also want to know your feedback. Yeah, so to know, because we got used to it, and the developers are using it every day. So we know what it does and how it works, but it would be great to get also a feedback from you. I think James Stewart from your side, he already wrote an issue for getting a feature. We did that, but then we didn't get any response. So they didn't get any big feedback back. But yeah, so that's the intention. Yeah. So I think the solution is very interesting for people having a Windows laptop. Yeah. So developing for Kubernetes, and they want to do certain things. We even have the security add-on, for example, which I ported Linkerd. I'm also in contact with the Bouillon guys. So according to that, they also provide now for Windows support. So you can set up a service mesh, for example, inside that cluster with Windows as well as Linux containers and many other features. So they are available. And this is maybe interesting for many other people who are working with Kubernetes and they have a Windows PC. Yeah? So I always tell in my company it works also very well with Windows containers, because at the end, for me, there is no such thing like a container. At the end, it's a process running under certain environments, right? And yeah, it works also well. But let me know, please discuss it and let me know when I can do if you're interested in such a short, I can keep it short also, the overview of what the K2S solution does. But it's especially for Windows. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Great. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Maybe let's move on to the agenda. So for the 1.37, yeah, for me, I'm mostly working on the low-level test still. I ping the SIG testing people for the E2E low-level test for Windows, and I'm still waiting for their response. And I currently I'm locally test the CPU manager test at low level with the latest code from containerd with all the fix included. It looks to me that we can perform the low level test. So yeah, but I have sent out another PR to containerd to let Windows 2025 client, basically, which OS built to be 26200, which be able to also, still pull the 2022 container image. But that's, I mean, that will not block our test. Basically, that's the low-level test framework, the current status. Any comments, questions from you guys? Okay, for the Harper Way, yeah, oh, that we dropped the meeting, so maybe we update it next time. He's not in the meeting. He just dropped. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be best.
he dropped.
So yeah, maybe we can discuss that next time. That's what we have on the agenda this time. But any other issues or any other agendas?
One more question, Yanliang. I remember that all our test container images has been updated to include 2025 version, right? Those AGN post images. Have we adopted those newer test container images in the test?
I have to double check, but I believe Eigen host has been adopted not by me, but from someone else. They bumped up the image. We already have the 2025 support, but I'm not sure about all the test image we have bumped up the already. But I believe Eigenhost already has the 2025 support.
So the test grid results, the test being run regularly. So if the test uses AJN host, then I should believe that is using the newer version that does have the 2025.
The
version.
2025 test job, it should be, but yeah, let me double check. Yes.
Okay, yeah, I just want to make sure that for all the tests that run on Windows Server 2025 host, we actually run the matching container on it.
No, I can double check, but yeah, I believe it should be because Eigenhost is the most used test image from all the test cases.
Yeah. I remember that there is a last process that we need to do to adopt to that newer version. So I just want to make sure that adoption has occurred.
That's included by someone else PR, so I didn't do that.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else, Mark?
Nope. I think I got an update from Matt, and he's working on figuring out how to switch the image gallery to both be community galleries. So hopefully that'll make the testing of the staging images a lot better.
Okay, yeah, that would be great. Oh, another thing is that we got a few PRs or GitHub Action failure from recently enforced policy, which will require the GitHub Actions to be pinned to a specific yeah, to be pinned to a specific HSA. Yeah, so I have sent a few updates to both the SIG Windows repo and SIG Windows 2's repo, and there are still one left. Yeah, so maybe, yeah, Mark, you can have to take a look. We can get them merged in.
Okay, are those in the mostly in the Windows testing repository?
Windows testing and SIG Windows tools, I believe, yeah. Yeah, as Davi is back, we still have a few more minutes. Maybe Davi, you introduced the Harper we tested this. Hello, Davi, you are mute.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, the Harper test. Which one are you talking about? It's the recent one or?
Yeah, the current status of Harper related test.
Harper currently the eviction test, which block some of the test execution. So I have a 2 PR which disable the eviction test for running the Harper scenario. So this could be fix most of the failure. And I think maybe one left is the graceful shutdown. I saw it's consistent failed. Yeah, after this checking, I maybe need your help to take a look whether we need to either need fix in the test code or we need to disable this one as well. So besides that, I think all the other tests are working fine. At least in my local test, yeah.
So when can we get the new Windows images that contains the latest version of the POS image?
Oh, that's the test image, right? So it depends on like when the image gets built. Like
yeah,
I think currently
that's what I'm asking.
Right, currently it's still using like maybe 2 year or 1 year ago older image.
Is that merged that way?
It's more
to bump up to okay.
Yeah, it's more. Which one are you talking about? The Yuanliang PR or?
No, the one that you bump the pause image from 3.10 to
Oh, you mean
3.10.2.
container D, right? It's a container D image you talk about.
That's container D image.
So my fix is actually two. One is update the container D. Oh, not container. Sorry, I just figure out the container D have a release. It's 2.3.0, which contain the pause image, which default to the it's 3.10.2.
Okay.
Another one is baked into the BHD. That's I think Yuanliang put the PR.
Okay.
And but it's not automatic for the image. I think somebody need either manually to trigger the image. I don't know how the process goes, how the image gets created.
Yeah, for the image building, it's the change is the image builder repository. I have checked in the PR that got merged, but it will still need Matt to produce image. But I think it will not block David's test because David has a temporary workaround to update the containerd configuration to point to the latest pause image in our Windows release testing. But still, we will need Matt to publish the image, especially for Windows 2025. Then we will don't need David's temporary workaround for this.
Yeah.
So is the temporary workaround also merged? Because
Yeah.
I'm looking at the test grid, it's
this is
looking pretty bad. So I don't know what's missing.
This is like why there are no OS mismatch issue anymore because the merge. So the bad test you're talking about is slow theory or the not so slow theory?
Slow series looking pretty bad.
Right.
Non-slow is looking pretty bad too. So both of them doesn't look good. So I don't know what's missing. Sounds like everything should have already merged, and even though we don't have an updated image, that shouldn't be an issue. But still, the test results looks like nothing got fixed. So I'm wondering what's going on there.
The slow test failure is caused by the eviction test. I think the first day, I can't remember the date. It's like seven test failure. Two of them are. One is the eviction test, the other is the graceful shutdown. All other is caused by the memory accumulation.
Okay.
So I think yesterday there are maybe less than 5, or if you go to the log, you can see the details. I think the chart doesn't look correct. And the non-slow test, I think yesterday the failure is because there's some timeout. If you look at the data before, then we have all green test.
But there are a lot of tests did not get executed, at least from the charts perspective.
Yeah, the chart.
But you're saying the chart is wrong?
Yeah, the chart is wrong. If you go to the logs, you can see like how many tests gets passed and how many skipped. So the chart shows skipped. Actually, it's running in the log. If I double checked, I select like there on the chart there are no green grid, and third the title is in the passing category.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we're just only one merge away from making a Hyper-V test back to what it should be, right? So it's just the skip. Oh, there's the no shutdown one. Okay, so that one is still remaining. Okay.
Yeah, that one I think we can take further look, but right now I think it's I mean it's safe. I mean to disable it for the Hyper-V test related or no.
Yeah, if you think we can maybe I can update PR to also include the graceful shutdown to skip on the Hyper-V and get a better result.
Yeah. Let's do that. Sounds good. Thank you,
Yeah.
guys.
Thank you. Yeah, I think that's all for today's meeting. Yeah. Let's continue the discussion on the schedule of K2S short demo in through Slack, and yeah, let's meet next week.
Okay,
Thank
so
you, everybody.
can you send me an email or something like that if you are if you know the date so that I can attend?
I can. I mean, I can bring up a talk through the Slack channel, and you can access SIG Windows Slack channel, right? We can finalize on a date or there to check everybody's availability. How about that?
Yes, but I'm not sure if I look every day in that Slack channel, so
Okay.
I just shared my
Can
email
you?
here.
Yes, let me know your email.
So so that we are sure that I don't miss that Slack channel discussion. Yeah, but I will look regularly there, and
Okay.
if I miss it or so, maybe I get an email so that I don't miss that, so that I can
Okay. Sure.
Okay, so
Sure. Okay.
okay, thanks a lot, and have a nice day. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.